Hi there, and welcome to Mining, Energy and Sustainability 101. I'm Abu Rengui, and I've spent the last 20 years in the mining industry. My career has taken me through mine planning, geosciences, sustainability, and digital transformation, having worked for several listed companies in pretty much senior roles. Along the way, I've studied business, geology, environmental management, and mining engineering. This platform is my way of sharing the lessons that I've learned along the way, the challenges that I've faced, and the insights that I've gained. My hope is quite simple. If just one person can take something valuable from what I am going to share, then I will be comfortable in the knowledge that I've done my job. So today we're answering a practical question. As an ESG or sustainability manager on site, what should you focus on to truly drive meaningful impact? So right there where you work, whether it's a mine site or a renewable energy farm, let's dive in. Let's perhaps start with where you are. Again, if you're sitting on a mine site surrounded by machinery, and the constant hum of operations. I'm sure you can hear the plant at the back. Or you're at a solar or wind farm, feeling that pulse, the energy of the build-up that is currently underway. No matter where you're sitting, ESG is not some distant idea. It's something that starts right where you are every single day. So you're probably thinking, oh, it's such a broad topic. What should I actually focus on? My take on this is as follows. First, I think you need to understand your immediate environment. For a mining practitioner, that might mean maybe looking at your water usage. How much water are you drawing from local sources? Are there in that opportunities for you to recycle some of that water? As an example, at many mine sites, I know for sure, tailings water can be treated and reused, reducing the pressure on local water supplies. If you are maybe on a renewable energy farm, your focus might be on land use. Are you maintaining healthy soil conditions around your wind turbines or solar panels? See, small steps like managing vegetation under the solar farms can have a big impact on biodiversity. And later, you then need to find ways to report all of those wins, so to speak. The second thing that I think you could do is to really focus on building relationships with your community. If your mine or your farm is near a local village, ask yourself, when was the last time I had a real conversation with community leaders? They're not just stakeholders, they are effectively neighbors. Hold a workshop or an open day to explain what your site is doing. And maybe more importantly, listen to their concerns and ensure that you take what they have to say into consideration. For example, the one thing that comes to mind is in one mining town, workers realized that local farmers were struggling with dust from haul roads. And the intervention they came up with was to pave the key routes and setting up watering schedules. And that way they could solve a local problem and really truly start building trust. But they only got to know that after they had engaged meaningfully with the community. Make sustainability part of your everyday work. On a mine site, this could mean setting up a recycling program for everyday waste like packaging materials or scrap metals. If you're on a renewable energy project, think about how you are sourcing your material. Are your solar panels or wind turbine components being ethically produced? Engage with your supply chain team to find out. Collaborate with procurement teams to ensure that you are finding ways to support local suppliers. That way, you again continue building that trust, but it also helps with your own ESG credentials. You could also, and I think this is a must, to track your site's progress, whether it's a quarterly or an annual thing. Every site must have KPIs. But are they tied to your ESG goals or the company strategy? Let's say you're tracking downtime on a mine site. Why not also track how much water you're saving by recycling? On a solar farm, How about measuring the carbon emissions you've prevented with your energy output? Simple metrics like that can be shared with your teams to inspire the teams to continue doing the good work that they are doing and progress on their ESG journey. Be progressive about safety and the well-being of your employees. As a sustainability manager, you're not just focusing on the environment, but also on people. If you are at a site, safety drills and clear signage, yes, those are a given, but what about mental health support for your workers? Long shifts, as we all know, can take a toll on our employees. So offering something as simple as on-site counseling can make a world of difference. For those on a renewable energy project, think about economic risks. Are the workers setting up turbines or solar panels in safe, supportive conditions? Proactive efforts to care for people show that ESG is not just a concept, but it's a very real and tangible thing. So let's again think about what you can do today to make ESG a meaningful part of your site. In my view, here are maybe 3 things that you can do, like today or even tomorrow morning. Take a walk. It sounds so simple and yet so powerful. Spend time on the ground, talking to workers, observing operations, and looking for small changes that can have a big impact on the team and the company. For example, if you see unnecessary waste, think about how you can reduce or repurpose that. Start a conversation, whether it's a toolbox talk with workers or a meeting with local community leaders. Open the lines of communication. Listen more than you speak. Be amazed how much you uncover. The challenges that you learn of and the opportunities that come up when you just listen. Find key metrics that you want to track. Pick 1 or 2 that you can measure this week and build up from there. Maybe it's the water that you've recycled, the waste that you've reduced, the safety incidents that you've avoided. Share these progress with your teams. That way you get to build momentum and build a sense of ownership. Again, I think for me, after 20 years in mining, the one thing I've learned to appreciate is that sustainability is it's not about perfection at all. It's about progress and demonstrating that progress. Whether you are optimizing a whole road to reduce dust or setting up biodiversity zones around your solar panel, every action counts. For those who want to learn more and dive deeper into the world of sustainability, I will recommend a few resources. You can read industry reports. I recommend that you subscribe to the likes of EY, Deloitte, McKinsey and Co, Bain, the International Council on Mining and Metals. They really offer practical guidance tailored to your sector. You can do online training on different platforms, whether it's Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Get Smarter. It doesn't matter. There are a few sustainability courses that are available. And I must say they tend to be fairly priced. Some I found are actually quite free, so you may find that to be useful. Case studies, just understanding how others have solved the problem that you could be going through or the problem that you could be experiencing. Reading about those success stories, what has worked, what didn't, and how the challenges were overcome, I find that is particularly helpful. Find local networks or be part of local networks. Engage with your environmental and community organizations. There, you'll be surprised how much they have to offer in terms of insights into the specific challenges and opportunities in your region. There's a lot more that we can say around ESG and sustainability, and with time we will do that. For today, though, thank you for joining me on this episode of Mining, Energy, and Sustainability 101. If today's insights were helpful, I'll appreciate you sharing this with your colleagues, peers, friends, and just a comment will be very helpful. It's always great to engage to understand what you are going through. So I would really love to hear from you and to hear how you are applying ESG principles in your daily work. So until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and let's keep driving meaningful change together. Thank you for watching. Cheers.